welcome back. It's been a few days, so goal is today is kind of catch up on what we've been doing. And you forgive me, I've got a head cold this morning. I've been working in the rain and kind of got a little bit of head congestion, so if I sound like I'm talking through a barrel of water, that's what the deal is. But anyhow, it is October the 10th, I believe, Sunday morning, and I am riding the tractor over to the field corn. I gotta check the moisture on it. I don't think it's nowhere near dry enough to pick yet, but we're going to check it and see what's going on. Friday we finished up sweet corn. You can see the corn standing behind me. We finished picking the sweet corn Friday. We are officially done with it. We still have pumpkins and cabbage to go. We probably picked about half our pumpkins. We've got to get the rest of them out of the field. All we have left in the field are jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. So they're the easiest, quickest to pick, so that's not too bad. The sweet corn down here, we are going to chop for silage. We're going to chop all this. We've got, there's probably, I don't know, 12 acres of sweet corn here. But that's what we've got. I'm riding the tractor because I'm too lazy to walk over here in the mud. There's probably about 12 acres of sweet corn. As far as the sweet corn, it was okay. Our yields were good. Some of the yields weren't as good. We had some dry weather that affected some ear fill, cob fill. Just didn't get pollinated out, fill out the way it should have. That affected the yield. It affected the test plot I done more than anything, where I upped the population. I planted with 3 different populations this year, and the population I've been planting at, about 25,000. It done okay. I went up to almost 30 on that test plot. I'd have to look and see exactly how much it was, but it was around 30, and it done okay for the year we had. And the remainder of it, I planted in between at about 27, and I think I'll stick with the 27,000 population. That is one thing that I messed up on my field corn up here, is I didn't quite plant it heavy enough. But, you know, who knows. But as you can see below me, this is the field we finished up, the lower side of this field, the last planting we finished up Friday. And like I said, the guys gonna try to chop it if it dries up. He can't get in here right now. We're gonna try to chop it this week, and I'll show you kind of what all we've got to chop here in a minute. So that's done. We've still got cabbage. We have been harvesting a few cabbage along, but for the most part, we've got all the cabbage to cut as well. So I'm gonna take a shortcut through here and see if we can get this go over and look at this field corn. But show you guys what it looks like. It actually done pretty well. I'm pleased with it. So we'll see. We'll pick about 3 years from different places and go back to the truck and check the moisture. So let's walk out in here and get us a couple ears. Okay, here's the field corn. And you can see, I hope, that it is probably 13, 14 feet tall. Ear set is about 5 feet, I would say. But nice and clean, good weed control. And it's starting to dry down. But I want to get out in the middle and get a couple of ears just to see. Looks like we've got some weeds up here. Let's take that ear right there. Now we get out here and it's a little greener. We've got a open spot here. So we are under the light. There's a spot that's open. We had some turkeys get in here. They got in our sweet corn too. Yeah, so, you see, here's another open spot. So I don't know what the yield will be on this, and I ain't quite figured out how I'm gonna pick it yet. Right here is a big open spot. So let's get down in here. This lower side, I know it's greener. Got a bunch of missing in here. And it wasn't the planter. When the turkeys pull it up, they pull it up kind of in a circle. And if you'll notice, it's here, there, kind of in line with the woods. Turkeys, wildlife. And you'll see the spot here, spot there. Both ends are good, but it's pretty funny. I can tell you a story about the turkeys. I may tell it when I'm checking the moisture on this, but anyhow, let's get us a ear. Right there is probably a planter skip. I remember when I was planting this, there's some grass in here and planter slid a time or two. So that might be that. Let's get that ear. Alright, we'll put that in this pocket. And then I want to pick one off the edge. So as soon as I hang on, I'll go down here and get one off the edge. Okay, I've picked me 3 ears. We'll ride back down the truck and look at it, see what the moisture is. But show you around the edge. Deer damage. Goes 4 or 5 stalks in. There's a down stalk. But you can see when it was in the milk stage, they just went around the whole edge. Not 100% sure how I'm gonna pick this yet, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. There's the sweet corn. But yeah, it's like I said, I'm overall pretty pleased with it. So let's get down here and check moisture on this. Okay, here's the sweet corn we got to chop. You can see the tree off in the distance. That field there runs behind this little point of woods. And up there's the field corn we just looked at. But there's about 12, 13 acres. So be curious to see, because this field here, This field is two different plantings. There's this planting, and then there's one lower end. That corn is probably 10 feet tall, and same with the field right below it, 5 acres down there. So it'll be curious to see what they get off of it this year. But that's what we're going to chop. But we're going to ride over to the truck there, and we'll check the moisture on this corn. Okay, we've got our 3 cobs here. I've checked the moisture with my handy dandy moisture meter. I could tell it was wet when I was shelling it. Of course, we've had a lot of rained every day for the past 2 weeks, or for the past week. But I could tell when I was shelling it, it was wet. Nice big kernels. I didn't count the rows or the length of the rows on the ears, but you know, it's pretty nice corn. This one didn't pollinate as good, but it is what it is. It's going to be a little bit before it's ready to pick, particularly if it's going to be stored anywhere. But like I said before, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to pick it. There's about 4 acres of it, and there's about 4 acres of it, and I don't have a corn picker. I have access to that oxbow sweet corn picker that if I have to, I can pick it with it. If I have to, I'll pick it by hand, but don't want to. I've picked enough corn this year by hand. But that's good deep kernel. But anyhow, that's kind of where we're at. If you're close to western North Carolina, East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, Northeast Georgia, upstate South Carolina, got a good used corn picker for sale, 1 row, reach out to me. Like I said, I wouldn't care to pick me up one. I'm not looking to get into this too heavily, but I might expand a little bit if I can get a picker or whatever. But anyhow, that's where we're at. So we are winding the year up. We're going to start cleaning these fields up. We got to get our pumpkins. We're going to go heavy on pumpkins this week, and then of course the cabbage got to get hit out. But we're going to go heavy on pumpkins this week, try to get them cleaned up, and then we're going to start cleaning these fields up, getting our cover crops in, getting everything mowed up. They start to look a little ragged this time of year. But here's another view of the sweet corn that we will be chopping for silage hopefully this week. And as you can see, the ground is mud, has been mud for a while. But I wonder what, just out of curiosity, I wonder what one of these little ears of sweet corn that was left look like. I'm just curious at this point. I'm gonna that's it. Sticky. But anyhow, that's what we're up to. We will feed the deer. We'll take you guys along. It's the videoing has been limited lately. I have ran hard to try to get that sweet corn picked. How many bushel we wound up with, I don't know. It was a lot. You know, about 3 weeks ago I bought 1,000 sacks, the 5 dozen corn sacks, and I think we had like 30 left over. So in the past 3 weeks we went through that. So it's been busy. But anyhow, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. We will get back to making more videos. See a video you like, give it a thumbs up. If you have a question or a comment, please do so. Remember, if you got a 1-row corn picker sitting around, pretty good shape, reach out to me. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.